Today's 850th day that I'm here to listen to learn. I'm learning. I hope this will support your dreams. Your goals allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today we'll speak about one of the essential topics. That is routines. Routines could be enormous energy that you can put towards your goals. But routines could backfire if it's used not in the correct way. And what do you mean by that? How routines could be a wrong thing. I was speaking with a few of my friends and said that, and they said that if they don't do something in the morning, their whole day is wrong. So that means that they have routines in place. And if they do not perform in the morning routine, the whole day is wrong. What it means that you got attached to the routine. You are controlled by routine and you don't control routine. That means you got controlled by routine. If you do not get routine done, the whole day is terrible. And I think that is again the mindset. We need to understand why we do routine in the first place. Why we do routines in the first place. Because when you do not understand what is the main reason of routine, I think that we sometimes lose the power of routines because we do not get the most out of it. So today we'll share why is important. Why is it so important to have routines? Number one is time management. Time management. So it means when you know exactly what you do at the exact time, you don't need to think about it. You just do it. So it saves a lot of time. Because rather than scrambling, figure out what you need to do and wasting 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes, an hour every single day, that's end up a lot of time. But now when you know exactly what to do, it just time comes and you just do it, will save a lot of time. Number two is establishing good habits. So routines, what is the best way to really build a habit? Is consistently doing the same thing over and over again, and your brain automatically knows exactly what to do. So it's building habit. And those habits is allowing you to really pursue the things that you want. So it means that, okay, what kind of habits do I want to build? What kind of habits do I want to build? And then I say, what kind of routines do I need to build around a habit? What kind of routines do I need to build to make sure that I establish the habit? So it means routines are great to building habits. And of course, we need to decide what kind of routines do I have now, and what kind of habits they are building, and what kind of habits do I want to have, and what kind of routines I'm able to build in place to make sure that I build those habits. Number three is reduced decision fatigue. Reduced decision fatigue. That is a very, very powerful part, one of the most important part as well, because every single person needs to make a lot of decisions during the day. And every decision you make takes away the power just a little bit. Every small decision that takes a little bit out of your decision-making power. And that's why most successful people are amazing in decision-making process, because they do not make decisions on small things, because those decisions were made. So a lot of times what you're able to do is to make one decision for 1,000 choices. So you make one decision for 1,000 choices. So that means when you know exactly that this is exactly what you do on a single day at 8 p.m. This is exactly do every single day. You don't need to make a decision anymore. It saves you the decision, and it means that you're able to use that decision-making power on more important decisions. So you have, rather than 1,000 decisions, maybe able to reduce to 200 decisions a day, maybe even less. And those decisions will have more time space, more time to think about those really decisions that make sense, are very powerful, are very important. So when those decisions are made, you're able to execute and really make things happen. Number four is creating predictability and stability. So a lot of times between people are stressed, have anxiety, and because there's everything, it seems, that is in a house. Life is in a house, but when you build routines in place, and you know that at least some part of your life is very structured. So routines is one of the things that really takes the stress away. Stress, anxiety away. Takes all that stuff out because you know what you do during that time. You just go and do it. So you don't have time to stress. You don't need to think about it. You just go and do it. And because you do that, the stress will disappear sooner or later, because routines and habits allows you to get some kind of results. And those results is allowing you to get energy. That energy allows you to pursue the things that you want and get results. And of course, results are taking away the stress and anxiety. It's very, very important. Number five is facilitate goal achievement. This is very important. So that means that one of the best way to really achieve goals is taking action, consistent action. And what routines are? Routines are consistent actions. So every single day you do some kind of consistent action that leads to some kind of results, and that, of course, results are leading to goals. Of course, when you have a massive goal, you break that down to like smaller goals, and every single day with the routine, you have consistent actions towards that smaller goal, and those smaller goals will lead to bigger goals, and of course, that's how you achieve your goal. So basically, having routines and systems and processes in place. I really love it's saying that you always fall on not on your dreams. You always fall on your systems and processes and routines. Because what happens during bad days? If you don't have process systems and routines, you will fall out of your good habits, of your goal achievement, because I don't have motivation. But you know exactly what you do every single day at a certain time, and you have process systems and routines in place. Even the worst day of your life, you fall back on your systems. You still do exactly the same what you need to do, what you know that you need to do. It's very, very important. Number 6 is enhancing discipline and self-control. Enhancing discipline and self-control. So that means that discipline is a muscle. Self-control is a muscle. So routines, when you know exactly what to do, allows you to really build that muscle. Because now you know what to do. You just need to really do it. Because when you spend time thinking about it, like, should I do it or not? One is should do it because a lot of times, okay, if I don't need to do that now, maybe we'll do it later. And then after an hour, maybe we'll do it later. And then you, of course, procrastinate. But you know exact time when you do it. You're not able to procrastinate because that's the time for you to do it. And that's why it's very important to believe in time blocking and building routines with the time blocks, because there is no procrastination that. Because you know that that's exactly the time that you're supposed to do that. And of course, will enhance discipline because you need to push through all the feelings that's potentially holding you back. Because I'm running every 3 days. And I could tell you so many times when I'm getting ready for a run, I do not want to go for a run. It's terrible. But I always know that I always feel better after, and I already run 360 times in a row because it's just the thing that I do as a routine and as a building disciplined habit. Number 7 is improving health and well-being. Improving health and well-being. So that means, again, this is when you build routines for what reason? What reason? There's for success achievement, for health, for well-being. So what kind of routines do you build for your health? Because it's very, very important to make sure that we build routines for multiple aspects of life. Because sometimes people say, okay, they have amazing relationships, but they don't have health. They have sometimes finances, but don't have health. They have something else, but they don't have health. So it's not that we build routines just for one part of life. No, we need to build routines for multiple areas of life. And health is one of the most important areas that we also ask, okay, what kind of routines do I have to improve my health? What routines do I have to improve my well-being? Very, very important. Number 8 is efficiency and focus. This is very, very important. Efficiency focus is, again, part of really knowing exactly what you need to do at a certain time. Because you're not guessing anymore. There's no guessing. You just have like from 7 to 8, this is, you do your work. So in that 1 hour, you don't think about anything else. You're not like thinking, hey, should I do this? Should I do this? Should I do this? Which of those 3 things are supposed to focus most on? And you, in the half of the work, like maybe you're supposed to jump on something else. No, from 7 to 8, you're doing this and this thing only. And that's what it does. Improves efficiency, and you're much, much more focused because you know that for this 1 hour, you need to execute and perform the best for this specific thing. And that's increased focus enormously. And that's why a lot of times people say, like, why some people are able to achieve so much more in 24 hours? Because they're just much more efficient and they focus and they know exactly what they need to do within 24 hours. While some people are just guessing, like, should I do this? Should I do this? And of course, you don't get as much results as a person who knows exactly what he needs to do. And routines are a lot of times included in that. Number 9 is creating a sense of purpose. Creating a sense of purpose. So with people who really have routines, there's a lot of times you feel that, okay, you're really moving somewhere. Because if you're scattered, you don't have any clarity. But when you do the things that moves your needle forward every single, just a little bit, less inch, you still feel purposeful, fulfilled, joyful, blissful. Because it doesn't matter how hard it is. But if you know that you did your part. You showed up. You showed up for your routine. You showed up for your discipline. You showed up and you moved a little bit. That will show that, okay, I have that purpose. I have that vision. I have that. There's some meaningful thing that I'm pursuing and I'm taking actions towards that. That's very, very important. And number 10, last one is building confidence. Building confidence. That means when you do something every single day, no matter what, it could be that you have a terrible day, you feel sick, you have a flu, like all life is falling apart, but you still are able to show up for your discipline, for your routines. That builds confidence because you know that when you set something, they will do it, you are doing it. So that it doesn't matter what you pursue later, you have massive confidence because you trust that you will be able to pursue. So that's why I always say that it's very important to build a routine or a foundational stone, stepping stone, that you're able to build your confidence on that. And this is, I think, that one of the stepping stones and foundational stones are knowing that you will be able to show up for yourself. Because it's very, very important to build routines. And now, again, like probably one of the things that's understanding about routines is that routines supposed to build about one thing that is most important to move you forward. So that means that, okay, so what kind of action moves the needle forward? So that means we're supposed to focus building routines to really on that one thing that really allows you to move forward. Because a lot of times people build routines around that thing that really doesn't need to move forward. So that means that, of course, we need to build a business. So that means we need to scale the business. We need to call the people, prospects to really scale the business. But so many people are, what they do, they build routines to research the business. So that every single day, researching, it doesn't move the needle forward. So every single day, there needs to be a routine build that moves the needle forward. That's the most important part. Routine needs to be that what actions do I take on a daily basis that moves the needle forward. I think that is one of the biggest thing that about routines, that a lot of times people build routines that doesn't move the needle forward. For example, in the morning, I do shower, I meditate, I do this and this and this. Even though there's amazing things, amazing things, but they do not move the needle forward. So we always need to ask, like, what actions will really actually give results? And really build those actions and build that action in routine that you can perform every single day. Now, of course, I understand that you're not able to do 24/7 this same action. And sometimes you need to really make sure that you sharpen your axe. And you think, okay, what kind of routines could I build to expand that one thing? So, for example, if you do sales, so how I could really develop this sales skill every single day so I could do the thing. So if you're a salesperson, my number one thing that moves the needle forward is calling people and really making sales. But that means that what kind of routine could I build to develop the sales skill? So two routines will be: one, to develop sales skill; second, really doing the sales whatsoever. So that means that the most important routines are routines that are built to move the needle forward. So I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.